Hey everyone, it is Dani'i and welcome to this brief update video this afternoon. I hope you guys are doing great. And so there is some rainfall across many areas, and so we will be taking a look at the latest. We'll also be talking about that disturbance well off the coast of Africa. And so before I go into details, please do subscribe if you haven't yet done so and tap the bell so that you never miss an important video. All right, and so we are taking a look at the Caribbean, and so here we can see that there is a lot of shower and thunderstorm activity in the central Caribbean, especially south of Jamaica heading to Central America. So areas such as Honduras and Nicaragua will be feeling quite a bit of impacts from this in terms of all that heavy rainfall, even those gusty winds at times as a result of the passage of this tropical wave. And so that heavy rainfall could kick up the risk of that flooding. So guys, if you're there, please take necessary precautions and stay safe. There is that blob over in the Bay of Campeche area right there near Mexico. Some thunderstorms popping up across parts of the Yucatan, and even for Jamaica, especially northwestern parishes, there was some thunderstorm activity, some brief activity in my area, though it looks like as though there was a strong tropical storm or hurricane for around 15-20 minutes. So it was raining here, and I saw the comments from you guys from other parishes such as Portland saying that you got some rain, which is really good because it's been very hot and dry here for some of us. And then as we head into Cuba, also some activity developing there in some spots of the Dominican Republic, and then that persistent activity in association with a trough that is affecting Florida as well as parts of the Bahamas. So here we have it, lots of activity in association with it. And even though we're not talking about a defined system, we're not talking about a tropical cyclone or something that is even expected to develop, it could still result in some flooding across some areas. Maybe it has already, but I hope that everyone being affected by this is safe. Now, as we return to the Caribbean, as looking over into the east, things have cleared up, and there is another tropical wave that will be entering. So now we're moving on to the forecast chart. So this is the surface forecast for tomorrow morning, and here we can see the axis of that tropical wave approaching Central America, that next one entering the Caribbean. Now, as it is going to be entering with some moisture, that is going to be increasing the chance of rainfall across the Lesser Antilles. Not for everyone, but some areas could experience some heavy downpours at times, but it shouldn't be anything persistent. So that tropical wave going to be moving in, not a strong one compared to that previous one that brought lots of rainfall earlier this week. And then that next one, which we could see develop as we're going to be heading into the end of this week, going into early next week. And so I will be giving you guys the latest on it, but first we want to go back to the satellite imagery, and this time we're going into northern South America. And here we can see that there is lots of activity across some spots in Colombia, going to Venezuela, parts of Guyana, as was forecast. Even some thunderstorms were near Trinidad, but that's moving off to the west right now. But again, that activity is going to be moving in association with that next tropical wave. So there might be a bit more rainfall activity tomorrow for some areas. And so in terms of that disturbance, let us move on to it now. Here we can see that there hasn't been much of a change compared to this morning. We're seeing a little curvature in that shaded area. So imminent development is not expected. Again, lots of dry air out there, but things could get more conducive as the system heads more to the west-northwest and eventually starts to make that curve. So things could become more favorable, and eventually a tropical depression could develop within the coming days. So let's see what's going to be happening. As of right now, the shaded area is consistent with what models are expecting with regards to this system moving on that west-northwestward track, not coming into the Caribbean. So hopefully this is not going to be entering, especially as a significant system, a tropical storm, because even that is capable of doing lots of damage. So let's see what's going to be happening with it. There can still be some changes, some shifts. So I'll be keeping you guys posted on this as it continues its journey across the tropical Atlantic. And so that is what is happening this evening. Stay tuned for my update video tomorrow morning. And that is it for now. So I hope you found this video to be quite informative. But if you have any questions, do leave them in the comments. I will respond as best and as soon as I can. And as always, remember to be weatherwise.